While I could be wrong, I would not be surprised that by August 1st of 2025, there will be a repeat of the 2024 British riots around a similar time during the summer holidays, and for a similar reason, which is frustrations over mass immigration and fears over their children and grandchildren's futures, especially towns and villages and places with asylum seekers in hotels paid for by the government and on the taxpayers' dime. It is clear that the government is fearful of their own futures, as shown by Keir Starmer's white paper in 2025, in order to soften the probably inevitable victory of Reform UK in 2028 or 29. However, the Epping riots still shows that there is still an out-of-touch political class. I mean, what were the police of Essex thinking in escorting the counter-protesters into a protest zone, thus exacerbating tensions and distrust of government? I mean, of course they will deny doing that literally and claim that Farage is spreading rumors. But even based on their statements, it is clear that they have guided the counter-protesters to where they want to protest. There seems to be a political bias in favor of the left in some, if not most, of the political elites. I think immigration can be a good thing, but it should be limited in number, where people actually assimilate, and with a strong emphasis on civic nationalism or cultural nationalism. However, given Britain's lengthy history and lack of history of mass immigration, the American model does not work in Europe, or at least not to the same degree like in the United States, where there is actual assimilation, generally speaking, of course. Like if you look at Americans, especially second and third generation immigrants, their physiognomy and characteristics of their behaviors resembles that of white Americans or heritage Americans with a pre-1965 history of being in the United States. So much so that at times you might even think or mistake them as white for like the first 0.5 to 5 seconds, or even longer at times. If Britain does not want to limit migration, then it has only one other route to opt for, which is the Singaporean model of social engineering and restrictions on ethnic enclaves, laws against hate speech and civil liberties. I do not want the Singaporean model due to its managerialism and nanny-statism, which Lee Kuan Yew himself boasted about. However, if the political class keeps insisting on mass immigration for the sake of mass immigration, then unfortunately, this route is the only way to go. I personally believe that only essential migration is needed, for example, for those who actually want to assimilate. Those with exceptional talents that are relatively rare in the world, and if political asylum is needed, only those with a good reason to be in the UK and is beneficial to the national interest, such as a famous dissident writer or some defector from an enemy state. However, overall, there should be massive reductions in immigration to keep social cohesion and to preserve British culture and our way of life. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think I'm being too harsh? Or do you think my points are apt? Comment down below. And please subscribe to my channel. More goodies are coming out, including an upcoming video explaining why I want the BBC abolished. Also, turn on the bell notifications so you do not miss a new video.